Hey y'all, how y'all doing? How y'all doing?
What's happening? Wednesday. You already know. You
It's
already know.
Wednesday, y'all. It's Wednesday. It is Wednesday, August 18th. It is my niece's birthday. She turned 5 today.
So
Happy
many
birthday, niecey
18
P.
birthdays today. It's a lot of people
A
birthday
lot of
today.
people birthdays. I seen a lot of people birthdays on that was popping up across the timelines today. So
Salute to all the birthday people. Happy birthday.
happy
Don't turn up
birthday.
too much, but turn up.
We almost at the end of the Leo season, so um you know,
Here go those Virgos.
it's almost time for those Virgos. Those
Those
I seen a
Virgos.
post, girl. I seen a thing to say today to say, it's almost time for those Virgo hoes. I died, girl. I died. I said, now why they gonna do the Virgos like that?
Hold up. Don't be messing with the Virgos because I got plenty of Virgos that's close and dear to my heart. So don't be talking about the
I
Virgos.
love Virgos,
I love them. Virgo's good peoples.
girl. I love
Virgo's
me a
good
Virgo.
people.
I love me some Virgo, and
They wrong for whoever did that post.
girl, they put up a whole meme. Somebody, it's almost Virgo. I mean Virgo. They somebody, it's almost Virgo. Yeah, Virgo. I meant Virgo season. Girl, I got took to my pits.
They had a bad experience with a
They don't
Virgo.
like them.
A Virgo.
They don't
That
like
might
them
be a
Virgo, but I
cancer or
love.
something like that. That might be a cancer or somebody said something like that.
It ain't need no telling. You know how them is.
Yeah.
I don't know, Queen. I was like, hey, who don't like Virgos? Virgos good people.
They good people. I always got along with them. But Capricorn and Virgos, they mash well together.
Well, then that's why
Yeah,
for
they
you.
mash well together. But I, mm, they just hate. They just hate. They just hate. Stop hating on them Virgos. Let them people live.
Let the people live their
And
life.
that's one thing that Virgos know how to do.
They're
They
gonna do.
actually know how to live. They know how
They
to
are
live.
going to live
Yeah.
till
They
the
don't
end
care
of
what
it.
you say. They gonna live.
You better
That
believe
one thing I know
it.
about Virgos. They gonna live their life and they gonna live it to the effing fullest.
You better believe it. Virgos
So
don't play now.
no, they don't.
They
They
don't play.
they they kind of they do have some insecurities about what people think about them.
Hmm.
But other than that, they gonna live their life.
Right.
They gonna live their life. So shout out to the Virgos. Shout out to y'all Leos too. Ooh,
And it's
y'all.
almost so yeah, y'all. It's almost time for the to say goodbye to the Leos and welcome in the Virgos. So, but me personally, because I'm a Pisces, I love all y'all.
Yeah, I can get along with everybody. I can get along with everybody. I'm
Right.
a Capricorn. I can get along with just about everybody. It's just when you cross over me, we got a
Don't
problem.
cross me.
Don't
Don't
cross
cross
me.
me.
We had Houston. We have the problem.
Don't cross me now.
Just don't cross me. But hey, it's to each his own. It's
Right.
to each his own. Everybody got their own little thing. Some people believe in the zodiacs. Some people don't. I have found some truth to it just by watching people and the different friends and how I interact with people. So to me it is some truth to it. To others it's not. But hey, we all agree to disagree.
That's right. We agree to disagree. It is what it is.
Yes, it is.
It is what it is. So, hey y'all, welcome to Wednesday though, because we are always excited when Wednesday get here because Wednesday is SW Podcast Day, and what could be more exciting than joining us for a wonderful live virtual episode and
That's
joining
right.
our chats, jumping in, talking to us, and getting to the business. So we're gonna do just that. We're gonna go ahead and jump into our show.
Let's go.
Um, Today we're going to talk about knowing your business. The one thing about business is this: you cannot go out there and call yourself knowledgeable of your product if you're not knowledgeable of your product. Don't stand up there and make a fool of yourself. Become
That's
knowledgeable.
true.
Become knowledgeable. So today we're going to talk about knowing your business. We're going to have a couple. We had an actual interview scheduled for today, but things do happen, so we did have to reschedule that. We'll get reschedule that for a later day. We'll keep you all posted on that reschedule. But nevertheless, we always keep a show tucked away for
Always.
you know And we got a couple other shows tucked away for if, you know, in the event that something like this does happen. Because y'all, we are on a live promo tour. So we have full live interviews with some of these people that we went out to meet and talk to,
Good interview.
and dope stuff.
Dope people.
Dope people, dope shit.
Yeah, very good. I can't wait. This our last week. This our last promo tour date. So I can't wait. ATL, here we come. Let's go. Let's get it. Salute. Because we going round 2.
Round 2, y'all. We back in Atlanta.
Round 2.
And as Queen said before on one of the other shows, Atlanta loves us.
They love us.
We love old Georgia. We want to
Georgia
get to
people.
Macon. We're gonna get to Macon on one of our next tour stops to kind of like get some of that other southern feel of the Georgia element, you know, because that's another place that's kind of close to some other country Georgia cities or whatever. So I want us to definitely get more into some of the urban areas as well in Macon. Because Atlanta is not the only hot spot in Georgia, y'all. So
it's not now. You got Columbus. You got Columbus. Hey, you even got Thomasville.
Albany.
That's right up the road.
Yep, you got Albany,
Savannah.
Savannah. You got Athens, Georgia.
So it's some places. It's some places in Georgia, you know, that we look. We know y'all out there listening. Shoot us just shoot us an email. Just shoot us an email.
Because next year we already gonna start planning with some businesses for next year's summer tour. But next year's summer tour is gonna be a little different. It's more of a paid promo tour. You want us to come through to your situation and host anything, that'll definitely be more of a paid opportunity. But we're still hitting the road next summer to do more promo and go to certain areas. We're just hoping that more of these areas that we're traveling to are not some of the same areas. You know what I'm saying? New spots. So yeah. So our quote of the day: making something people want includes making a company that people want to work for. Sahil Lavingia.
That means you need to have good customers. You as a boss alone got to have good qualities for somebody to want to work with you. You got to be caring. You got to be passionate. And you got to know how to treat people. I look at it like you got to treat people the way that you want to be treated if you was working for somebody and you wanted your boss to treat you a certain type of way.
Correct.
So you can't come in there with the mindset thinking that, oh, well, I'm the boss. You're going to do what I say. Sometimes you need to get some. Sometimes you might have to ask your employers, you know, a couple of tips. Well, what y'all think? Because they the one working your business. And they the one dealing with your customers or whatever type of service that you actually providing or whatever type of product you actually providing. You need to get that feedback. And most likely the person that's actually doing the work can be the one that give you the feedback and what you need to do. And if you need to say, and don't be scared of good criticism and bad criticism. Because I see that with a lot of business owners. They want the good criticism and the recognition and all of that. But when somebody tell them, well, I think you need to do this, you know, or your customer service skills ain't this, you need to switch this up. People get offended, but to me, there's no need to getting offended.
You can't run a business if you can't take the criticism, though, because it's nothing. People cherish what they spend their money on. So if they're paying you for a product or a service, they want to be satisfied at the top. They want to be, if a celebrity come in and get your business, just because they spending money don't mean that the other person's money is not just as eloquent as that celebrity's money. So people want their money to feel just like they want their money to be appreciated.
Yeah. Because they spending their hard-earned money with you.
Right.
So I don't want to come to Shelby's Bistro and be like, man, I got to go over here eat these people food. They being rude and all of this. No, that ain't gonna work. But then I might go over there and be like, I'm going over to Shelby's Bistro because look, the food good, customer service on point, the place clean, and the vibe is just what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people big on these days, this younger generation, baby,
They will shut
social
you out of
media
business
put you
fast.
down in social media and have their friends
For
and everybody else
one
following them.
negative experience.
One negative experience.
So this is the thing. When you are dealing with business, the people you work for, the people who work for you are just as important in your business as the product that you're providing, because the
Yep.
people are selling your product. They're
Mm-hmm.
preparing that product. So say for instance, they come into the restaurant this particular day and their waffle was burnt on their chicken and waffle
Mm-hmm.
plate. They take a picture of it, they post it, they share it. People are gonna know this particular day this place got a burnt waffle. Now, that's
Mm-hmm.
not to say that your business is not going to continue thriving, because out of that one service plate, all the other hundreds of plates that were served, that they were eloquently done. But that one
Mm-hmm.
particular plate is the one that hit the airwaves in a negative connotation. So when the negative, because negative is more celebrated than positive these days, that negative statement may stick a little bit, but it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't take away from the positive you've done in your
That you done done
service. So you
that part.
got to know that negative criticism is going to come with business. That should not take you to a point of where you feel like you got to quit, though.
Yeah. But people don't understand. Some people don't get it. They just don't get it. Customer service is key though. Customer service is key. Apologizing, trying to make it better as best as possible. I had a client, I had a young lady, it was she had a wedding ceremony. And it was just something that she wanted to do quick. It was during COVID. But she wasn't pleased with the service that I provided for her.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was like, I want my money back and all of that. Well, I tell people all the time, you book with me, make sure you go read my website because it's non-refundable.
Right. And
I
because
will
I
now.
still provided the service, though.
Yeah, because I still provide the service. But I say, you know what? Since you was unsatisfied and that was a special day for you, even though that wasn't her day, and she was like, well, I'm not upset, but it still was. And she was like, well, I end up having a hat on anyway. With a hat went with her dress. She was like, so it wasn't so bad. So I was like, well, I don't give refunds back, but I will give you 2 free services.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, she had dreads. I was like, I would do your, 2 dread styles. You come, I retwist them up, shampoo, condition, everything. Matter of fact, I will actually come to you
Mm-hmm.
and do this and do the 2 services for you. Here you go. You got 60 days. You can get whatever. She was upset that she ain't get her money back, but I tried to make her feel good and comfortable with me even giving her those 2 services. Because those 2 services, me giving you 2 services, that's $200 and some dollars
Right.
that I was gonna do for free, because I want to make sure when you weren't satisfied, I'm gonna try to do what I can do to make you something compensated or something. And
Right.
most people, they'll tell you, oh well, the service was already provided with no refunds, and that's it.
Think is a game, and you got to deal with and to be perfectly honest, poor service is what's being highlighted these days, because
Mhm.
I saw one of my stylists post something a couple weeks ago. Oh, it was real good. Damn, I want to remember it so bad. But basically, it was her doing a video of saying that she would hope that at some point, the way that things have elevated to negativity in the stylist
Mhm.
industry, that it'll change. She was like, but with the way things are going, she don't see it happening in her lifetime. So she don't know if it's gonna ever happen, because people real crazed about money more than
Yeah.
the service that they're providing. So anyway, but my comment to her is that low quality service is what has raised the price on good quality
Good
service.
quality service. That's true.
So and it's really true.
That's true.
We're spending hundreds of dollars on poor service, but we neglect quality service. So quality
Oh, baby.
services get lowballed, and people tend to think that, oh, I'm spending 100 and something dollars. Like, okay, if I'm going to get a blowout, I expect to spend 100 and something dollars. That's a
Mm-hmm.
blowout because, for one, stylists don't
It's a
even wash
process.
hair no more. They don't even
Oh,
wash hair no more.
that's a whole nother subject. That's
So
a whole nother subject.
I ain't used to that. I know we from the old school because anytime if we went and got finger waves,
Baby, you got to get your hair washed.
you
Even
got
if
to
you
get your
came in
hair
there with your
washed.
hair washed, even if you told them, I just shampooed my hair
They
last
want
night,
to
but
use their
they like,
products.
no,
They want to
your
use
hair's
their
still rough.
products. They want
Yeah,
to use their
they,
products. They need it to be what they want your quality of hair to feel like. Your hair may be dry and brittle from the products that you use. That may not be
mm-hmm.
sustainable for that stylist. I always enjoy having a stylist that cared about what they're providing.
Yeah, you got in this beauty industry, you got to. But it's not like that anymore. And I grew up in the salon watching the old school, watch them style people hair. And baby, nobody, you come in there, you getting the whole nine. It ain't that I didn't wash my hair, condition it. Mm-mm,
And the price ain't going up.
mm-mm, mm-mm. And then
Because,
they tell you when they prices went up.
right.
They
It was
let you
gonna be
know
on
ahead of
signs
time.
and everything too, though. You ain't gonna come there and be surprised. You ain't sitting in no chair and just knowing at the last minute that your price is $100.
Man, look, stylists don't
And
even
we
tell
had
you
full,
what your balance is until you sit in their chair.
right.
And to me personally, I don't think that's right.
It's not.
It's not right because people are on a budget. People want to know what they have gonna cost, how long it's gonna take you, and when can they and if they like you, when can I book another appointment? Because you got these older women out here, which I'm one of those people. I do a lot of older ladies' hair. A lot of them ain't with that making that appointment stuff online. A
No,
lot
they're
of them
not
ain't
gonna
with
do it.
paying online
They're not gonna
and
do
stuff
it. So
like
that's
that.
why they're sticking with old stylists. That's why a lot of them stick with their old stylists. They don't change.
Mm-mm.
You got
They
people
don't
who would not
change.
change. I'm like that though. I'm real picky about who touch my hair.
Look, I tell people all the time, you better be.
Yeah, I'm real picky about that. I will never just come sit in anybody's chair.
You
My
better be.
kids will. My kids have both been to a stylist that just did my first. I had my first lace frontal
Hmm.
wig thing. Jada and Erica done been to that girl so many times before I went.
Before you win.
And I tell them they need to be particular, but they are Jada. That's Jada's stylist. Jada has made her
She don't
her
make she
stylist.
don't but and see that's good.
Yeah.
Cause that she's gonna know. She know Jada. She's gonna get to know Jada. She gonna get to know Jada hair, what Jada need to do to her hair when she ain't wearing her protective styles, and all of that. And she gonna treat her hair. These days, stylists, these new stylists, they do not treat your hair. They don't treat their hair at
They
all.
don't care about hair, and a lot of them
Mm-mm.
don't even have any education on hair. That's another story, though. But
Yeah.
making something people want includes making a company that people want to work for. Remember that before you go into any business, and remember that a small business is a business that's less than 500 people. So you're not really considered a corporation until you have over 500
500
employees.
people. Ain't that something? That's something. So, wow.
So
Wow.
So everybody that's running a business, you're all running small businesses. And that's a beautiful thing. But
Oh, yeah.
however, certain industries are very much so overwhelmingly crowded in the capacity of this is why a lot of people don't get good services or quality
Mhm.
services because of the overcapacity of things. So we're going to talk about how you can make your business one of those businesses that is able to sustain a downfall in the industry, but also that can sustain multiple businesses running that same type of company.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about that. But again, y'all, the quote of the day is making something people want includes making a company that people want to work for. So super duper important. Your customer service, your quality, because for one, the people who selling your product are your employees. If they're doing
Mm-hmm.
a piss poor job, because for one, they're stressed out already before they get to work. They get to work, they're about to be under an immense amount of stress dealing with the customers if you got a call center. Ugh. Okay. So that's something that's for one, that's gonna either lower your morale in your company, or it's gonna lower how your customers are provided customer service.
Mm-hmm.
So big deal, right though, Queen? Like
Yeah, that is a big deal.
we're not talking about something that's like, oh, that's back door. You could just shush that out the back door to make
Mm-mm.
it.
Mm-mm.
Your customer service is way more than it matters way more
It
than
matters.
the
It
amount of
it
money you
matters.
bring
Period.
in.
Yeah, it matters. Period. Like you, I don't want to come in to any business, and especially when it comes to a small local mom and pop business in your town. And I walk in there and I don't get nobody don't say, "Hey, ma'am, how you doing?" None of that. I'm just sitting there. I want service. I want you
People
to
just
cook.
look at you.
They just look at you and they keep doing what they doing. But you want to be able to come into a boutique, a restaurant. Well, hello, welcome to. Well, I'm put like, welcome to J2 Couture. How you doing today? Let me know if you need anything. You know, you want to try on some wigs, some makeup products. You know, just let me
Some
know.
clothes, whatever.
Some clothes, whatever. You know, you have any questions? You know, I'm right over here. Just holler at me, girl. Then I might go into that place. Somebody might be representing J2 Couture, and they just come in. Oh, here go these people again. What they want. So you looking at, oh, we don't got that size no more.
That's such poor piss poor.
Yeah. So then those people, you just gave a bad experience for this business. Now they don't want to come back because you rolling your eyes, you sucking your teeth. Like, man, come on, man. You can't do that. And you can't, and the this go for customers too, though. Customers, you can't be mad at the prices that these local small businesses have. Their prices are that because they small businesses and they just starting off. Still support them.
Yeah, because they still deserve it because they have quality material. Why
Yeah.
not?
Oh, I can go get this from. Well, if that's the case, go over there and get it.
You shouldn't, for one, you shouldn't be walking into a boutique expecting the prices that you get in Marshalls.
That's not gonna happen.
No, you got to go in knowing that you're gonna spend $20 and above on anything because of the simple fact that what people are spending on the quality of what they're providing is already immense. So, they may be getting it in bulk, but it doesn't limit the fact that people have to pay for these things to come to them. You got to pay for for one, you got to pay to brand it. If you're getting certain material in, everything don't come branded with your item, with your logo on it. Sometimes you got to actually get this stuff put on there.
Yeah.
You spending money to make money. So
that part. And you trying to be unique. Yeah, and you trying to be unique.
Exactly. Corporations are different. That damn $1 t-shirt that they probably spend a whole 3 cents on that whole shirt that they selling for $17, and they still profiting $17.
And a little tip that people don't know. Places like City Trends, some Rosses and Marshalls. That is some of the same stuff. And I know City Trends for a fact is some of the same stuff that the boutiques are actually selling. They have the same vendors.
Girl, I seen the person post about it I seen a TikTok where this girl posted something that said something she ordered on Fashion Nova. She saw it in City Trend. Girl, I choked.
Yeah, they have the same vendors. It's the same vendors. The same vendors that the boutiques, that the small mom and pop boutiques are using, the e-commerce boutiques online.
Yep.
The brick and mortar boutiques. They all use the same vendors.
And that's that. So
And
y'all just
that's what
learned
it
something
is.
new today if y'all didn't know that.
That's a small little business tip.
7 facts of business success. We're going to go through these pretty quickly because girl, I just read e-message. Look at e-message, girl.
Oh my God! Watch
You see,
y'all.
you seen my face when I read his message.
Oh my God! You know what? Well, tell him he might want to plug his ears. E.
Now you
Oh
know.
my God!
Now
Oh
you
my
know.
God!
Now, I'm sorry, baby, in advance, just in case you hear anything. I'm sorry, but we're gonna try to keep it. We're gonna try to keep it light for you. We're gonna try to keep it light.
I don't think we cursed that all today, E. I don't think we cursed that all today.
I don't think so either. If we did,
and we don't usually. We might have a couple of slips, but we try
if we did, charge
to.
it to our head, not our heart.
Yeah.
All right. 7 facts of business success. Fact number 1: if you don't lead, no one will follow.
That's true.
That's a fact.
That is definitely a fact.
That's why that's number 1.
But you got to be a good leader.
That's right. And let me tell you something. Good leaders don't always lead properly, like into good stuff, but that don't mean that their leadership skills are not A1.
Yeah.
Because Hitler had his people doing some devastating things. But if he was leading them people the way he was leading them people, look how many followers he got because of that. He obviously was doing something.
Oh Lord. What's the John Maxwell book? I got it. Is it? Check out one of John Maxwell got a book, and it's talking about leadership. And it's a good book.
I heard of that book too. I honestly heard of it. And you're not.
And it's actually it's actually one of his remakes of one of his old books.
This is a sign that I need to go on and get that, because you're the second person I heard him within 2 weeks say something about John.
Yeah, that's a good book. That's a real good book.
Fact number 2: if you don't control it, you don't own it. Queen, what you got to say about that one? Because I like that one.
If you don't control it, you don't own it.
You don't own it.
That go back to what I said, what I post one day. Do you own your 24 hours in the day?
Oh man, I ain't see that one.
I posted that a while. That's one of the quotes I posted a while back. Do you own your 24 hours in the day?
That's good. That's good. That's real good.
You know, cause see, some of us
controlling it.
And if you out here working for somebody else and you still ain't living your life, who controlling your 24 hours? And
because no matter what, 24 hours. I don't care. I know I go, because for one, from 9 to 5 every day, 8 to 5 every day, I know I'm clocked in on somebody else's job. 60% of the time I'm doing Shelby's World podcast.
That part. And then you leaving whatever at that job at that door.
Right. But not only that, I'm still able. What I mean by that is because I'm able to do what I need to do. I can handle my job and handle my business in the same aspect. I don't have to put one over the other, but trust and believe, if it boils down to anything, I'm gonna choose me.
Always.
So people need to know that, though. People need to know that. If you have to choose anything, you need to choose you when it comes to any business, whether it's the business of making money for yourself or whether it's the business of making money for somebody else. You need to learn how to put you first and choose you.
First and foremost. So them 24 hours, like, do you own your 24 hours? Are you taking out time to do what you need to do, just like you said, for yourself? Because everybody ain't entrepreneurs. And that we already know that. Like, right. Everybody ain't entrepreneurs, and somebody work for somebody if they're not working for themselves. But is you owning your own 24 hours and what you want to do, and leave that stuff at, when it comes down to working for somebody else, man, don't take that stuff home with you. Leave that stuff at them people's job and go home and relax and have you a good time and enjoy you. Don't be stressing yourself about what's going on them people's job. Especially if you're doing your job and you doing your job properly. Everybody else, let them do what they're supposed to do. You just stay in your lane.
And I like that. I like that whole do you own your 24?
Do you
I
own your
mean, I
24?
love that because it just gives a different aspect of what you're doing with your 24.
Yeah.
That's a question that you got to ask yourself. Like, are you in control? Are you taking charge?
I might repost it. I'm gonna
You
repost it. I probably will repost it today.
that's worth reposting. That's worth it, Queen.
Them 24 hours, baby.
Fact number
On
3. You got to. I love that. I did that. Queen, put that in the chat. I did that now. Put that
do
up in the
you
chat so the
own your
people can see
24
it.
hours?
Fact number 3, protecting your company's assets should be your first priority.
Yes.
If you don't protect your company's assets, your company doesn't succeed. Your assets are your employees, your product, how you deliver your product, and the finances that come along with your product. If you are not protecting those particular things, your business will not succeed. And that's just that. So think about that. Fact number 4, planning is about preparing for the future, not predicting it. Ooh,
Oh,
that sting a
read,
little
read
bit.
that again, Queen. Read that again, Queen. Read.
Planning is about preparing for the future, not protecting it. I'm sorry, not predicting it. I'm sorry. Preparing, Queen. Planning is about preparing for the future, not predicting it. That is really, really good.
Plan.
That's something to like, that speak to my soul right there now. Because I'm probably one of those people who some days, because I'm a Pisces, I'm a dreamer. So some
Yeah.
days I wake up in dreamland.
What you say?
I don't see nobody around me. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, you know how a lot of women, I have seen so many women make posts about people being their competition, them having haters. I've never lived that life. I've never had those thoughts because let me explain something to y'all. When I look in the mirror, I see Shelby. When I step outside, I see Shelby. When I look around me, all I see is Shelby. That might be a selfish thing to do,
And
but
they ain't nothing selfish about that.
that limits problems.
There ain't nothing selfish about thinking about you. That
Focus
means you
on
just
yourself.
staying
You ain't
focused
gotta
in
worry
your
about
lane.
nobody hating on you.
Yeah.
Half of
And
the
and
time when
who cares?
people say they got haters, them imaginary.
Yeah.
I said it out loud. I meant to keep it swallowed, but I actually said that.
Yeah. Or you
Fact number
hating on
5,
somebody yourself. Or you the hater yourself.
you
Because
cause a lot of problems in your own life. You causing a
sometimes
lot.
you got to turn that mirror around and look at yourself when you got that mirror facing somebody else. You need to turn it around. Cause see, you girl, oh, that's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother topic there. Cause I mean, like, and it's a lot of people, and it's people I know that do post that. They do post it, but
I'm very, and the funny thing is today, something happened with my child today, and something funny about that is somebody got in my inbox and sent me what happened with my child, right? The video of it, and they was like, because you for the cause, and for one, you for the cause, and you can't say this, so I'm gonna say it for you. When they said that, she's like, you for the cause, so and you can't say that, so I'm gonna say it for you because I don't care. I don't
cause
give
she
a.
don't care. Look, she don't give a F.
So when that was said, I giggled at it for one because it was kind of funny to me for it to be said, but for two, I am very conscientious of the things that I say. I've
But you got
always been that way.
yeah, and then now with you having this platform and people looking at you, you do have to be conscientious of what you say because you have people that's actually looking up to you and following you. So if they hear something you say, they might be looking side at and stuff. Cause it'd
People
be a lot of
judgmental.
ish that I want to say, but I'd be like, nah,
For
Candace, you
real.
can't say that. As my sister and one of my cousins used to say, cuz sis, I'll be petty for you.
My sisters will tell me that. They tell me that to this day. My sisters will tell me that to this day. You might not be able to be petty, but I'll do it for
I'll
you.
be petty for you. So
Yeah,
it's like, but
and I guess to me, I didn't think about it in the fact that if that's the fact that I have a platform, or I notice that I do speak on a certain level of transparency, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm still very direct in whatever I post.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? I'm still very direct, but I'm still thorough. I'm still only speaking on factual things when I post. So it's never like I'm just coming off trying to slap a person in their chest or whatever and do it that way, even though it may feel that way to some people. But for the most part, I'm coming to my posts are pretty much just being transparent.
Yeah.
I see things on this end as well as this end, but I may not. I may just stand in the middle with certain things and don't worry about going to
Mm-hmm.
both ends. Or I may
Mm-hmm.
feel this way and don't have any consciousness about wanting to feel how y'all feel, because I stand firm on this. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I know me. I'm very firm in my posts, but I still care about how it comes off. I still care about how it's received from other people,
Yeah.
which is pretty
And
important.
you got to. You really
Got
got to. But I'm gonna tell you this: whatever I post, if I post it, it's gonna stay there. I ain't taking it down.
I ain't taking it down.
Because once I post it, unless I didn't misspell the something like that, now I will take that down and redo it. But other than that, if I post something,
I
most
mean,
likely I wanted you to see it, and I ain't taking it down. I don't care. My mama could call me and tell me to take something down, and I'm going. And she have, and I was just like, no, it is what it is.
it is what it is, and I
That's
meant
how I
every
feel, and
word.
that's what it is. When I put it out there, I put it out there, and I ain't finna take it back.
And I meant every word.
Air word, air word. So you got to stay firm. But you have this platform now, so you do have to be conscious of what you
Say,
say
post,
and post and
everything.
stuff
How I
like that,
act in public.
and how you
People,
act. Yes,
because
all of
people
that.
have cameras out everywhere. They ready for you to act
And
up.
they ready for you to act a monkey, a jack, and all of that.
Yep. They ready.
So they can go show somebody, and baby, people screenshot like it ain't nothing. And I didn't even know they could screenshot record. I guess that's with the iPhones. I didn't
Girl,
know
they
they
can,
could do
yep,
all of that
screen
stuff.
record, screen
Yeah,
record.
so I'm like, you know what, baby, y'all, this just too much. It's too much.
Fact number 5, if you don't market your business, you won't have one.
That's true.
Hmm.
That's true.
Right. We ain't even got to say too much on that. That speaks for itself.
Yeah, that's true. And then some, but you got some people, they don't have to market.
No. Sometimes, but even to me, everybody marketing your product sell itself. That's still a
Yeah.
marketing tactic.
Hmm.
Even though, they may not, you may not put up commercials and do all that. People talking about your product, so it's
Yep.
still selling itself. Your product doing it. You ain't got to do it. Your product doing it.
It'll sell by itself.
Sell itself. Fact number
And don't
6.
be expecting people to post and think because they ain't posting that they ain't selling.
Right. Or don't even expect. Just don't expect that every time somebody buys something from you, they gotta post it.
That part.
And don't think that just because they buying it from you, they ain't telling somebody else about it.
I always tell people post at your leisure. Because everybody ain't about that type of,
Right.
everybody ain't about posting. And you have some people that they may be on Facebook, but they ain't on IG. They may be on IG and not Facebook. So if they post, appreciate it. If they don't, look, they still patronize you.
They patronize. That's
And
what's
that's
more
what
important. They
counts.
spend their money with you, they hard earned money.
And
I
if it's
care more
good, it's
about
gonna
that than
come back.
anything. I care more about that than anything.
Yeah. Because I buy stuff and sometimes I buy stuff from people and I do forget to say where I got it from and stuff. But hey, I patronize you already though. So
Right.
it is what it is.
Fact number 6. The marketplace is a war zone. Every company has competitors, and it doesn't. And if it doesn't, it isn't successful. It soon will be.
Hmm.
So, because if you come into a company, if you're in a product or providing a product or a service, and you're not in a competitive product or service, your quality of your product is going to make your service competitive.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to get into what you're doing because of how much money you making off of it. Now I need to know. It may be a small line of people only doing what you're doing at first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then next thing you know, over 100 people or 50 people doing it now just because of your business. So
Because they seen you do it.
the marketplace is a war zone. Fact number 6 is very, 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 very tactical. It's a tactical component to the 7 facts of business success, because it allows you to know that irregardless, if you come in thinking that your strategy is the only strategy, somebody else gonna come in. I don't care if it's 5 years later, somebody else will come in 5 years later
with a
with a
whole new
new strategy
strategy.
of how to improve your strategy. So always
Mm-hmm.
be thinking of ways to improve your product on a regular basis. You ain't
Regular
got to
every
do
day.
it right then, but it need to be in the hole, put to the side for when you got competition.
Got to be innovative at all times. You got to be innovative.
It's a beautiful thing. Fact number 7, you don't just have to know the business you in, you have to know the business.
That means you need to know all the ins and outs, the crisps and the crevices, the I's dotted, the T's crossed, and plus the J dotted as well.
Right. You don't got to know business. Your product, you need
You
to
got to
know.
know it.
However, you also need to know business in general.
Mm-hmm.
Don't come out there half stepping.
You'll be
Don't come out there half stepping.
amazed at how many people that say that they in business don't have a EIN number, don't have it LLC or S or C corp or corp. It's a lot. It's a lot of people out here that people think they really have a business, and they technically they do because they make money, but it's not a certified licensed business. So it's like you need to have everything in place to be that business that you striving to actually be. And you should, like, you want to mix, you don't want to mix your business with your personal stuff.
No, you have separate
That
accounts
needs
and
to be
everything.
separated. And a lot of people don't know that. That's starting out. They don't realize that. Like, even when it comes down to business, it's a lot of stuff that you can do with your business, from having a business social security, a business social number, just like your social security number. So you don't have to use your personal social security
the EIN number.
Your EIN number is the
tax
your federal license number, and it's another one. I can't even think of it right now because I actually have one and didn't have it for years. Didn't realize it till I was on this Zoom call with these people. These people on in this group thing that I'm in with these people, and the man talking about the stuff, and I had the number all along. They had the whole time that J2 Couture started in 2013. And I'm just like, so I could have I could have actually bought my car in my business
in
name.
your business. Yep.
In my business name.
But
if
I knew, we don't know. We don't know
stuff that we don't know.
Really, when we jump out there, sometimes we get out there starting businesses because we need a way to survive. Mm-hmm. So we don't always come out with a business with an actual business plan. So another key element in getting your business together is knowing that you have an eloquently done business plan.
Yeah. And even with the business plan, heard this white guy doing this seminar. I could have been on YouTube or something just going through stuff. And he was like, look, you might not have that professional business plan. He said, but every idea that you have for that business that you want, that you then wrote down in that notebook, that's your business plan. Mm-hmm. Now you just need somebody to go and put everything and make it just like a professional business plan. But all your notes from the finances, how much you need to start, what your revenue gonna be, all of that. He said that is your business plan. It's just a rough copy.
Just a rough copy. And all you got to do is put it in details of script, just lay it out. But it's a rough copy of it. And
check out those kids at the business school, because that be one of their projects, to actually write a business plan for their individual grade.
I found that out.
That's how I got mine done.
Yep, I found that out 2 years ago. That's kind of how I got a little bit help with the podcast. It helped me outline exactly what I want to do with the podcast. It was really dope.
So, it's all about using your resources. All about using your resources.
That's right.
Trust me, the kids at the college, they need you just like you need them.
Right.
That's a grade for them to actually do somebody's business plan.
That's right. That's right. So y'all, really quickly though, We just talked about the 7 tips and 7 strategies of running having a business success while you're already in your business. But I want to give you a couple quick tips before we get out of here about how to make sure you're keeping your business successful after you get it launched and all of that. So um tip number one is you have to get out of your comfort zone daily. You got to be
Yes,
willing to try different things. Simple as that.
that's true. Definitely got to do that.
Tip number two, your first try at launching your product or service will most likely fall short or even fail completely. Be ready for that. Do not get discouraged. If it does, be prepared to know that you got to keep going and figure out a way
Hmm.
to make it more successful, because it wasn't, you probably didn't even do enough research the first time,
Yeah.
or you probably didn't put enough time into it. But
And if
just
you
know
got
that
to
there,
relaunch, relaunch.
relaunch. People relaunch all the time. You know how many grand openings people have?
That and look, even these large corporations, they done had to relaunch, redo products, redo logos, and they didn't been successful. But it was like, okay, it's time for us to have a fresh look.
Right.
So it ain't nothing wrong with starting over, especially when you didn't learn what you need to learn. No, because that second go round, it might be just even more successful than that first go round.
That's right.
But you got to keep going at it.
Tip number three. You have to kiss up to a lot of people you don't even like.
Well, why you don't like them? Do you know
I guess they saying that, if people come in and want to do business with you because they want to purchase your product or use your service, you may not like who they are as a person, but you still got to deal with them business wise.
them? Baby, let me tell
Because
you
your
something.
personal feelings ain't got nothing to do with the money you need, mate.
So, because guess what? My kid's dad girlfriend do not like me, but she sure came and sat in my chair and let me do her hair one time.
Okay. That's right, then. Well, that happens.
And I sat right there and did it and got her money. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for coming patronize me, even though I know that you don't like me. That's what I was saying in my head. But thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Tip.
Appreciate
Next
you.
tip.
Go
More
back to
time.
customer service. Go back to customer service.
Professionalism.
Go back to customer service.
More times than you wish to admit, you have to put your business before your family.
Probably starting off, especially if you have the dreams to make this something huge and successful. Most of the time you can feel it, you know what you got, and you just got to do it. And sometimes some people got to be put on the back burner. You don't want to put your family on the back burner, but to get to where you got to go to make sure that you're able to live this lifestyle that you want for your family,
You may
sometimes
have
that
to.
stuff got to go on the back. It have to go on the back burner. And
Right.
you got look, let me tell you, you got single moms out here that be doing it both. So when I be hearing some of the women complain that got there's 2 parents in the household and they can't do it. But see, you got a whole nother spouse over here. So why that spouse ain't helping you with what you need to be helped with so you can do it?
That's right.
Because you got some single women and single men out here doing both of them. And ain't missing a beat, baby.
Ain't missing a beat. You have to learn quickly to surround yourself with supportive people, not negative people. And in some cases, this means firing a friend or a family member or never hiring them. I will learn from my mistakes becomes your mantra. That's very true in business. You're
Yeah.
gonna have times where you have to remind yourself that it's okay that you failed on this particular
Yeah.
product. It's okay that this didn't work. You gave it your all, you did your best. Let's move on.
Keep it going. And
Keep it going.
sometimes just going to the next level, you're gonna have to be around people that's doing something that's already doing stuff that you ain't never did before.
Right.
So you can learn from them. Because you can't learn from the same people that you didn't been around all your life. Because some of them may not be growing. Because they too busy looking at you, trying to see what you doing so they can feed up off of what you doing.
Believe it.
Yeah. So you have to You definitely got to surround yourself with positive people. And sometimes it hurt, but it ain't always family and friends that you
That
already
half
have.
the time, half of the time, your family and friends ain't the one supporting you anyway in business. So
Mm-mm.
you gonna know that from jump that it's okay
Yeah,
to know that you got to surround yourself and push yourself to other limits that you didn't never think you would have to go to.
yeah.
So
But
business is like that. Your reputation is always out there on the line. You have to quickly acquire skills of asking what you want and telling people what you want versus asking people what you want.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to be like constant in your business. You got to learn how to be, we talked about it earlier, be competitive. Always be working on a way to be constantly be competitive because the market changes on a daily basis.
hmm
So
and
um
uniqueness. Bring that uniqueness to it.
yes. Keep it unique. Every
Hmm
day there are going to be decisions that you got to make that are impossible, but you still manifest and get through it. It's just how you do it. So if your mindset is fucked, sorry, E, but if your mindset is
Yeah,
off, you gonna have some limits to how you perform in your business.
yeah,
It starts with the head. If the head is having issues, the employees, the customers, everybody gonna feel it.
yeah. It's gonna trickle down. It's gonna trickle right on down. So positive mindset, that's key.
So
And we
Queen,
know
give
that
these people some.
everybody have their days, but positive mindset is key. It is
It
key.
even in those days.
Even in those days, you may be upset, but you have to go into that workplace with a smile on your face and leave what you got going on in the car until you go back to the car and do and handle your business and get done what you need to get done so that either your where you work at can be successful or either your business can be successful
That's
and
right.
stuff like some of us carry all of our emotions and stuff on right here on our shoulder, and we take it into other environments and people be looking at you all like, what the hell wrong with her today, you know
Yep.
and all of us have those moments, but you have to learn how to turn it off and be like, okay, look, I'm gonna go in here and do what I gotta do. Let's get it done with and going on about our business. That's like me and you. Some days you may be tired and you be like, man, I don't want to do this podcast, but I know you dedicated to it because this your baby. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh man, I'm tired, but I know I'm dedicated to Shelby's World podcast because this is what I told her that I would do. So
Right.
look, let's get it. Let's go. Once we get on this thing, baby, it be all over with. Like all what
And
we
I
done
was
thought
just about
about
to
be all
say,
out the door. Like, child, what I was just worried about that for? Like, so
I was just about to say that, like, when we come on here, we may be in a dreadful feeling sometimes
yeah,
because of our own personal days, but it never shows on the show because as soon as we jump
mm-mm.
into it, like we have started to hear from so many people that they like our how we get on here and work together, how we can do this, how it
Mhm.
like it's like y'all been knowing each other forever type of atmosphere. People see that. We have been knowing each other for a while now, but the point of the matter is that it shows on screen that we know how to work together
Yeah,
no matter what our days are like. So regardless of what you got going on, your business has to keep functioning.
it got
If
to
you
keep
provide this
functioning.
service and you told these people that you provide this service Sunday through Saturday, you got to provide this service Sunday through Saturday.
You do. You definitely do. You definitely because you got people that these days people ain't really giving no second, third chances.
They'll pull their contract.
Baby, look, the first thing first off, that's it. That is it. So you got to be just keep an open mind. Just
That's
keep an
right.
open mind. It don't matter if you e-commerce online. It don't matter. Even though those customers don't see you or interact with you like that as they do face to face, you still, when that person call your number or email you, still be polite. Greet them with
And
a nice
e-commerce
greeting.
and e-commerce is picking up.
Look,
You know
brick and
that
mortar, no more. E-commerce, yes, yes.
you know that so many stores are getting shut down due to e-commerce. We're
You
gonna
could
talk
end
about that on one of these business shows that we be doing because y'all, as y'all, I don't know if y'all noticed, we slide in some financial literacy shows, some business shows every now and then. We talk about Black life and Black, all the good things about being Black. But all that also includes the fact that we need to know about our financial literacy, and
Yeah.
we also need to be caught up in stocks, bitcoins, and all that wonderful things that go on. So we're
Credit,
going
credit, all of that stuff.
all that, get your shit together, period. So
I'm
we're gonna
telling
have always we're gonna have a discussion about this every so often to keep you guys on the up and up about it. And next one, I already got the show written up, but I got to get us a stock person in, and Joe real good at stock, so we may bring him on for that show.
you.
But I also got a couple other people who good at stocks too. May just bring them all on for that particular show
Yeah.
because it may be very helpful and educational. But Queen, give them something good to get that keep the rest of their week going,
Man, look
lady.
here. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. You know, y'all already done tuned in to Shelby's World Podcast Live. So now you can go ahead and do what you want to do. You know, get ready for your Thursday, baby. Look, the weekend is almost here. We appreciate y'all guys. Continue to stay positive, man. Continue to speak those affirmations to yourself to keep yourself uplifted because it's, as we said earlier, it's people out here watching. All of us have a platform. It's just depending on how you're using that platform. If you're using it in a negative way or if you're going to use it in a positive way. Me, I'd rather use mine in a positive way. So we appreciate y'all guys. ATL, baby. We see y'all this weekend.
We will
And look,
be in the building.
SW Podcast, we here, baby. Look, salute to everyone and to all the birthday people. Salute. Don't party too hard.
As
Turn up,
Queen
but not
said,
too hard.
y'all. As Queen said, we are in ATL this weekend. We are going to be giving y'all the best of the best this weekend because this is the last weekend we are on our promo tour. So we're going to be going live. You make sure you following at Shelby's World Podcast, at _ Shelby's World Podcast on IG. Make sure you stay tuned and subscribe to our YouTube channel because if you ain't subscribed to us, you ain't subscribed to nobody. But for future references, because we discuss businesses today, just take a little bit, just one little tip before you guys get out of here. You are the jack of all trades for your
What
business.
you say? That part there.
Without you, your business will be nothing.
Yeah.
So we went over 7 main business facts to success. Listen to those. I think I'm gonna drop them in on this show because I want y'all to know what those are. Just know that everything we talked about today, you can utilize that to make your business successful. If you already got a successful business, and you haven't incorporated any of those into your business, good. You know, I applaud you because that means that you handling business without. I don't think nobody handling business without some of those
Some of those
successes.
problems. If
You got
if
to have
really
some of those
all of them.
components, if not all.
Really all of them.
So,
Yeah.
but you know, regardless of the fact, we just like I thank y'all for tuning in to today's show because for one, anything that's gonna keep your business on the uprise is a good thing for you. It's a good look for you. So if you stand in the line for your business, stand out there, know your business, be very, very educated on anything that you're providing so that anytime you have an issue, you know how to handle it.
Yeah.
It's only
And
you the
Queen,
jack of
look,
all trades.
and shout out for last Friday, Divas Day
Yes.
Challenge. Shout out to
Divas Day
Tiffany
Challenge.
Hill, like a walking brand. That was amazing to be with those women and they coming in their outfits. So look, check out a walking brand, y'all. Her next event. Don't know what it is, but just follow her. Like so that
Follow
was
her on IG, a
on
walking
IG.
brand. She doing a
Yeah,
lot of different things with the women in the communities and different other things as well. So if
yeah.
you follow her, you'll find out what's going on. You can keep up with that. But we will check y'all out next Wednesday. We're gonna be all talks ATL about what we did on the last day of the tour. Y'all tune in. We like you. We love you as
Yeah, tune
always.
in all weekend. Y'all know we'll be posting.
All weekend. All weekend. We like y'all. We love y'all. Y'all take it easy the rest of the week. Enjoy the rest of the week and be great. Peace.
Be great at what you do. Bye.
Bye.